Hello guys and welcome back. We are here today for the first race in GTS Season 3 in OFR for the Endurance calendar. Sorry, I did that all wrong, let me start again. We are here today for the first race of the Endurance division here in OFR GTS. We're going to be racing around Catalonia today. We've got 8 eager drivers who are going to be racing for 1 hour around Spain to see who can come out on top and gain some extra tickets for the raffle that's taking place this week, apparently. Yeah, sorry about that intro there, Proctor. I think you caught me napping there. So hopefully it's going to be a good one. It is a pretty decent track to have an endurance race around. A lot of these guys have raced this last season, so they're going to be very quick. I think this is going to be the practice start. If it's not, I apologise, but I can just see a message there from BJ saying practice start, so it must be. So let's just hope everyone can pull away, and then we're going to jump into the race. So let me just click spectate here. So we're in. Okay, there we are. We are in. Let's see if everyone can pull away. I thought you meant me messing up my words. Fair enough. Okay, so everyone looks like they're pulling away. Okay, let's just jump down back. No one's got stuck on the grid, so we're looking good. Just in case this is the actual race start, we'll stick with it and see how people are getting on. No, it's not. Iceman Kimmy has decided to spin himself out of control. He's hit the wall. A few other drivers have hit the wall as we see some people drop out of the race here. People sliding everywhere. Got a nice looking Subaru there sliding around the track right now. I think he thinks it might be a drift race as we see everyone now quit. So it was the practice start, guys. Don't worry, that's not how these guys usually race in OFR. They're just making sure they can pull away. And I believe we are going to be starting shortly. So I wonder how many laps people are going to be doing around here, actually. I think, well, we'll have to wait and see what the first lap time is. But after that, we'll have a good indication of how long these guys will be how long they'll be going for. It's now changed to practice qualifier and endurance. Nice, they're going to be doing a 10-minute quali as well. So it's a 4.6 kilometre circuit. Of course, we've got the 3 sectors. It's raced in F1 as well, so as well as the guys doing it last season in GTS, they've got a lot more experience around this track for those that do the F1 races too. It's not a difficult track. There are a few parts in it that can be a little bit tricky. And Rod is saying that he can hardly hear me. Okay, I'm just going to turn my gain up a little bit to see if I can figure out where that is. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better now. If it's not any better, just let me know. Yeah, there aren't really that many tricky parts of this track. Turn 1 can be a bit tricky if you decide to go 3 wide. After that, you've got a nice left-hander at turn 2, which is almost like a boomerang corner. After turn 2, you got a really long right-hander at turn 3. You might be able to go full throttle round. Turn 4, braking points nice and easy. Downhill into turn 5, left-hander on camber turn. Off camber turn, sorry. That can be a little bit tricky actually, especially if you're following someone and you're in their dirty air. 6, 7 and 8. 7 can be a bit tricky again if you're following someone, but after that it's all smooth sailing all the way down the back straight, where in F1 you'd see the DRS open wide. Turn 10, a little bit of a hairpin there, a bit tricky, but 11 through 12 is quite a simple part of the track. Finally, the last chicane, that is where you tend to see some people making some heroic moves, trying to go down on the inside, but it just messes you up, and it's better just to stay behind and wait till you get around turn 16, final corner, right-hander, for the big long straight where you're going to get lots and lots of slipstream. That's the best pace to do your overtakes around here. So I'm going to jump into the spectator now and see how these guys are getting on in quali. Now we've got a nice pink livery there from BJ and Smalley, who seem to have teamed up here today. We've got Iceman Kimmy teaming up with Ash as well. They're in the Aston Martin, I believe. Very nice livery he's got there as well. It almost looks like a Williams car, as you can probably tell. And just going to jump down to Othed. He's in the Subaru, and we just saw him, drifting a little bit as he was going through a part of the track at the practice start. That car's going to be great to watch slide around. Looks like a bit of a looks like a tank, to be honest. I wonder how that's going to get on. Let's just quickly jump down to Astro, see what car he's in. He's in the Aston Martin. Is that the Aston Martin? It must be a. think he's tried to soup up a little bit of a James Bond riff going on there. Proctor, let's see where he is. He is in, it looks purple on my screen, he's in the Apocalypse Racing car actually, and he's hit that sausage curb. He needs to be careful there because that can really disrupt your car. But I'm going to jump back down to first place right now because it looks like Iceman is on a hot lap. Let's see how he gets on. So, downhill into turn 1, you want to take as much of the inside curb as you can, swing it round, boomerang it round into turn 2, and then get on the throttle as early as you can as you go through turn 3. Don't think it's full throttle from the entry into turn 3, but once you're through it, as you can see, it is full throttle. He's coming up to turn 4 now. Braking point's probably just before that bridge. You can see the shadow on the track there. That's where you want to brake. You want to turn it in, and you want to almost let the car drift wide, but then bring it back as you go through turn 4. Approaching the really tricky part of the track now at turn 5. Again, it's downhill. It looks like it's an on-camber turn, so that will help with the rotation, but it's really easy to get oversteer through there. But anyway, he's through it. Turn 6 is just a slight left-hander. And here he's going braking into turn 7. Now this is where you can lose the rear of the car. It's an off-camber turn. It's really slippery through there as well. Lots of skid marks you can see on the track, and tyres don't seem to do too well at high speed when they're going through there. But he's powered through turn 9 now, back straight, coming up to a difficult braking zone, but not too tricky hairpin here. So he's turning in. You want to stick to the inside here and let the car just drift wide slightly early on that acceleration. There. Firing it through turn 12 now. He's hugging that inside curb, and he's back on the full throttle now, going down the final little mini straight into turn 13. Right-hander. Position your car well, swing it round to the right so you can turn in and reduce the rotation into the chicane at 14. Then 15, he's cut the corner slightly there actually, and he's almost lost the rear. A little bit of oversteer there as he's coming through turn 16. And he's away. Let's see what time he can do. He's about to cross the line, and he sets a 1:44.182. Now let's see what time Smalley can set. He's gone second fastest, so he's not beat him, and he set a 1:45.5. It's Othed River setting in a 1:45.2 there, taking second place, and it looks like Harley's gone fourth fastest. And he's just been jumped by BJ Robbo, actually, who has now gone fourth fastest with a 1:45.6. So we're looking at around 1:45. Astro's done a 1:46 so far. Iceman's not been touched. Only Othed is 2/10 down the road, so he's not too close behind him. But hopefully that gap will reduce. We've got just 5 minutes left to qualify. So you can see they've done an out lap, they've done a hot lap, and they've only got halfway. So they're only going to have time for 2 more laps, I reckon, before they have to come in and maybe change tyres. I don't know yet. Let's just quickly check on the state of Iceman Kimmy's tyres. By the way, you guys in the stream, Rod, just let me know if my voice has got any better. I just want to make sure I've got the mic set up correctly. If it's not, I'll fix it. But yeah, a lot of very interesting, very nice liveries here. It's nice to see the OFR logo planted on these cars here. Got a bit of an OFR violation. He's got all red OFR at the back there. I'll have to have a few words with Ash there. But he's not up on his time. He's actually 2/10 down as he goes through the middle sector there. He's going to have to do a lot to make it up if he wants to improve upon his time, but maybe he is on a cool-down lap. Maybe he's coming into the pits with some fresh rubber. I don't know. Proctor's set a time of 2:25. Something must have happened to him there. That's not where we usually expect to see Proctor, but Iceman is now coming around, and he is staying out, and he's going to be starting a lap. So we'll check on him in a few corners time, but right now I'm going to jump back down to Proctor if I can find him. He's in 9th place, and I think he's on a hot lap right now. So he's just gone through turn 3, long right-hander. Again, check for the braking zone just before the bridge. You can see the front, all the weight shift to the front of the car as he brakes there, and that's when you can tell that he's slammed the brakes on just before that shadow on the ground. He's got through there okay. Position his car to the right and swing it round to the left here. Don't want to make a mistake here, because if you run into that gravel trap on the outside of the corner, you're going to lose about 10 seconds. We know how much the gravel slows you down here in the GTS track. Once you're in it, it takes an age to get out, and you do just need to be careful. Thanks for letting me know there, Rod Hammerbush. Proctor, where is he? He's just coming around turn 9 now. Not full speed in these Group 3 cars. You can't keep it full throttle through there because you will run off again into a gravel trap, and you'll lose about 15 seconds there, so you do need to be careful. But he's doing a pretty decent time. He's 34 seconds up on his time at least, so he could be in for a top 3 here. Let's see what he can do as he flies round turn 12 now. Proctor started in the Beginners Cup, got a promotion before the season even started because he was so good into Group 3. Oh, he's getting a bit disrupted by that sausage curb there on the inside of the chicane at turn 14, but he's managed to keep his car pointing in the right direction, and he is about to set a lap. What can he do? It's going to be a 1:45. He's gone 4th fastest with a 1:45.2. Vast improvement from his previous time, of course. 40-second improvement, but you must have made a mistake somewhere there. So let's check on Iceman and see how he's doing. He's just coming through the chicane right now. Is he improving his time? He set a 1:44 on his 3rd lap. He did improve by 0.06 of a second. Is he going to improve again? Oh, he is. He's gone 1:44 flat. That's a 1:44.012. He has improved. Ash has gone second, excuse me. Ash has gone second, which is really nice to see. He's only 7 tenths ahead of OFR and just 4 tenths behind Iceman Kimi right now. Ash is one of these familiar endurance drivers. He does it in another league too, I believe. He can keep his cool, he can keep his consistency too, so he is definitely going to be one to look out for here. So we'll keep an eye on him too. There's just 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the session. Let's hope these guys can make it as competitive as possible and finish as close to each other as possible as well, so we can get some kind of indication over how this race is going to turn out. So it looks like Ash is starting possibly his final lap. He will have time to do another one, but I don't know if his tyres are going to be able to go the distance. Not looking too bad at the moment. We're looking at about somewhere between 5 and 10% wear. He should be able to do another hot lap if he doesn't manage to improve upon this one. Let's just quickly check some other drivers in the field to see where they are. Oh, we've got Proctor coming around the final corner now. He's got a penalty, but he's served it. Is he going to improve on his time? He was on a 1:45. He is. He's going to set a 1:44. He's gone 1:44.8, 3rd fastest. Good job. Let's check on Smalley to see how he's doing. He's just flying around turn 12 now. Fastest is currently a 1:45.5. If he wants to break into that top 3, he's going to have to shave off 4 tenths of a second somewhere. He's flying through turn 13 there. Setting up his car for the chicane right now, has avoided that curb. He's nice and tidy through there actually. He's early on the throttle as a result of his tidiness through that chicane, and he's powering through now. What is he going to do? He's on a one. He's going to be a 1:45. Oh, it's a 1:46. He's not gone faster, but he has got time to do one more lap. Now let's quickly check on none other than Harley. We've not seen him this race, but he's in that Mercedes AMG Group 3 car there. Nice and tidy matte livery there. It's almost looking like the safety car. Yellow trimmings here and there. What is he going to set? Harley is going to cross the line with a 1:45. He has gone. He's improved upon his time actually. He set a 1:45.3. That's 8 tenths quicker than his previous time, and that's secured him 5th place for now. Does he have time to set another lap? Yes, he does. He's got a bit of traffic in front of him though, so I wonder if that's going to affect him in any way. Where's BJ Robbo in that pink vehicle? He's just gone through turn 3. He's just going through turn 3 right now. Iceman Kimi is just gone through turn 7 and 8. We've got someone ahead of him actually about to cross the line. Let's see if I can cycle through. There we go. It's the 3rd place of Proctor. So let's see if he's going to improve upon his time here. He's currently sat in 3rd place, a 1:44.8. 8 tenths behind Iceman Kimi. Let's see what he can do. Not managed to improve, unfortunately. It was a 1:45.1, so that's his qualifying over. Now let's check on the other guys. Iceman's in the pits. Ash is in the pits too. Oh no, Iceman's not in the pits, sorry. Iceman's just coming through the final chicane now. Let's see if he's going to improve. Remember, he's got to do a 1:44.1 to improve. Is he going to be able to do it? No, nowhere near. Tyres are dead. Bono 1:46. Right, let's check on Proctor. He's finished as well. Othed Ruther is just coming up through turn 13 now. Is he going to be able to improve in his Subaru? He's in 4th place currently. He's got 3 tenths to make up to get 3rd place. Proctor, oh, he's got a little bit wide there. He's still committing to the final part of the lap, though. He's got 5 tenths of a second penalty that he needs to serve, unfortunately. Let's see what he was going to do. It was a 1:46. No way near, unfortunately. Doesn't look like anyone's improving currently. BJ's going to cross the line. He's got a penalty to serve as well. Astro set a better time, but yeah, I think everyone's settling in now. That's it. We've got Iceman in 1st, Ash in 2nd, and Proctor in 3rd. This is going to be a great race. So fingers crossed that birthday boy Astro doesn't get kicked out of the session like he used to do. I'm not sure if he's sorted his internet out, whether he's given Mr. Branston a call or not. But yeah, it'll be really painful if he gets kicked somewhere towards the end. We've got Adele, Adelaide, I don't know how you say that. Ash is Rubbersit snooker, and Mick is ginger. 2 facts that OFR is very aware of, actually. It's a part of our morning prayers, our morning sermon. We do have to state that Mick is in fact ginger and Ash is bad at snooker. And also that Grim hates cats. It's also something else we have to say in our morning prayers. But we're about to start the race now, guys, so let's hope this is a good one. We've got the lineup here, as you can see. We've got a 9-man grid right now. We've got Iceman, Ash, Proctor, Othed, Harley, Smalley, BJ, Grim, and Astro, who are going to be starting here today. Group 3 cars. I think tyre multiplier is set to 1 maybe, and fuel is 3. I can't quite remember. But as we are waiting for these guys to revel, we're going to ride on board with Ash in 2nd place right now to check his getaway. That's 1 light. That's 2 lights, and we're away. Okay, no 5 lights today, but the green light is there, and we are pulling away now. Now it looks like Iceman and Ash got an equally good start. Yeah, they've actually pulled away from 3rd place of Harley pretty easily, it seems. And we're coming in. It looks like this car's almost 3 wide. We've got 2 wide in the middle there. Let's hope they can keep it clean. Othed's trying to look down the inside, but he's not able to outbrake Harley for now, and Harley is just going to stay ahead. Brought the telemetry back up for you guys there, and yeah, Harley's staying in 3rd place for now. Doesn't look like anyone's moved around. And we've got Smalley and BJ in those Pink Panthers slightly behind the other guys. And we've got 2 wide coming into turn 4 here at the back. Let's just quickly check on them and hope they can keep it clean. Yes, they can. Doesn't look like there was any contact there. They need to avoid contact. We've got light damage only. Oof, and it looks like Grim touched the grass slightly there, and he's flopping around a little bit. He needs to be careful. He needs to keep his cool very early in the race right now. 59 minutes to go. Let us not forget. Now back up to the 1st place. He's currently got a 7/10 gap on Ash behind him. Teammates of course, and yeah, we can see Ash's livery there is looking very nice. I can't quite spot the poppy there, Hammerbush. We're gonna have to you're gonna have to point that out to me somewhere. But everyone's in formation currently. Everyone's sticking to their formation. It's looking like it's a steady start. But we know as soon as they get around that final corner, final right-hander at turn 16, we have got a big slipstream train that a lot of these guys are going to be able to take advantage of. Mick is going to suffer if he can't pull away a 2nd gap from Ash there, and it doesn't look like he's able to. He's actually reduced that gap to 6. Is that 6 tenths or 8? That's 8 tenths of a second. He's actually increased it a little bit. But here we go. We're about to see how powerful this is. Let's ride on board with Ash and see what he can do. It looks like Iceman just got a little bit of a better exit here. Ash is going to benefit from a tow, but not as much as he could have done if he was just a little bit closer. Fastest lap goes to Iceman, Kimmy, a 1:49 on his hot lap there. Not bad. We got Ash just 1.6 seconds ahead of Harley there. Oh, it looks like the front have broken away a little bit. Othed could still benefit a little bit and could perform an overtake sometime this lap if he can stick behind Harley right now. But let's check where Smalley is. Oh, Smalley's not too far behind either. Oh, and we got his teammate BJ Robbo looking to make a move around the outside here. It looks like Smalley's rear's just, it doesn't look like he's got his setup nailed. He was struggling a bit to keep it on the inside there. But it's steady, it's steady. We've got a bit of a gap forming already. 2.5 seconds to Grim. Proctor is looking to make a move. He's lost a few positions here. I wonder what happened there. And Astro is not letting these guys get away. I can't see it. I don't know. I must be blind. I seriously can't see it. I'll have another look later. Sorry, I'm temporarily blind. I'm actually doing this on a Streamlabs, so I've got a really small screen that I can see at the moment. Right, Team Harley. We've got some support for Team Harley. Let's see how he's getting on. Oh, it looks like he's just corrected a little bit of oversteer there, and he's got 4th place, not too far behind him. 0.4 of a second actually, as they start to come around turn 12, coming up to turn 13. Now, this is crucial. If Othed can keep below 0.5 of a second, which he currently has peaked over now, he will be able to do an overtake. And he's managed to stay in. Look at that, 0.3 of a second. Here we go. Now, we're going to ride on board with him just so you guys can see this overtake. Come on, pull a little bit closer. He's not gaining that much. That's interesting. That's what you see with these cars, you know. Although balance and performance is on, tuning is also on, which means these guys can really nail their own personal setup. As Team Harley looking a bit slappy. Oh, and Othed tries to correct him a little bit there. He manages to actually save Harley from spinning with that little tap. No damage on either car. Let me just check Harley's. No, he's doing just fine. I think Harley's going to have to buy Othed a little bit of a beer there because he did actually save him. And now Othed is back on. Oh, but it looks like we got someone else trying to sneak in. It's Smalley out of nowhere trying to sneak in, but he's still behind for now. He's still behind. Big battle going on for P3 right now. Look at these guys keeping everyone honest. Very, very interesting. So, guys, who do you think has the best livery? I'm gonna go with Ash and Iceman currently. Their livery is looking on point. Very nice. Oh, I really thought one of those pink Mercedes were gonna lose a bit of control there, but they haven't. But they are side by side now. It looks like Smalley is still pressuring Othed here, and Othed still can't make a move on Harley. It looks like Smalley has dropped back a little bit though, and as he does that, that's going to free up a little bit of room for Othed to focus more on the battle ahead rather than the battle behind. Let's see if he can do it. He's going to try again, but again, he needs to stay a bit closer. It doesn't look like 5/10 on the final chicane is enough. He needs to be within 3, it seems, because it could be the case that Harley's just got a better low downforce setup. And although that's punishing him in the corners, it's allowing him to just pull away completely in the straights. I think that's what's going on here. Now, let's hope Harley doesn't get as slappy as he did previously. It doesn't look like he's going to. No, it's looking nice and stable. Nice and stable. Correct. Right, so let's quickly go up to strong and stable. There we go. A little bit of Theresa May. Why not? Now, let's go back up to the race leader. 1.5 seconds he's pulled away from Ash. He's done a 149, a 143 and a 144. Compare that to Ash. He was a second quicker on lap 2, but other than that, they're quite similar. And the gap has just come down 2/10 again. It's 1.3 now, it's 1.4. So these guys are quite similarly paced at the moment. The battle for P3 has opened up just a little bit. Harley's got a little bit of breathing room. Going to jump down to P7 though and watch that perfect timing there as we see Proctor go down the inside on Smalley. Proctor's on the charge, I suppose. Smalley doesn't want to give it up though. They're side by side. Oh, Proctor got a better exit and he's managed to secure that apex. He's managed to secure that 6th place for now. But is he going to be able to keep it as they go through the chicane? Because, you know, Smalley doesn't look that far behind. But again, while Smalley's paying attention to the battle in front, he cannot forget what's going on behind him. It looks like Grim is actually closer to Smalley than Smalley is to Proctor here. So let's jump to Smalley and see what Grim can do. Nothing just yet. They're both respecting each other's braking points as well. No late braking, no shunts or anything like that. Really nice to see these guys are keeping it clean. I will keep one eye on Proctor at the moment because we know how quick he is, and we know he definitely has some nice on-track etiquette too. You know, he doesn't push people around, he leaves enough space, so that might be interesting to watch in about a lap's time to see if he can close the gap to BJ. But it doesn't actually look like Smalley's letting him get away. Look at Smalley; he's managing to stay right behind him. Now, Grim's in 8th, of course, and Astro is currently in 9th, just, where is he? 1.6 seconds behind at the moment in that Mercedes AMG Group 3 car. And Astro's just gone personal best in that middle sector as well, so he is improving, which is nice to see. Going to jump back up to P1 quickly just to see what the gap is now. It's 2.1, so he's actually pulled away again. Iceman Kimmy's looking like he's in a really good position right now. Quickly compare the tyres between Iceman and Ash. Ash is a little bit heavier on the tyre wear. Now that can usually happen if you're following someone closely, which he was for the first 3 laps, remember. He basically, due to the lack of downforce because the car's stealing all the good air in front of you, you don't have as much when you're going into the corners, so your tyres tend to slip, you tend to drift a little bit, get pushed wide, and all whilst that's happening, your tyres just skidding along the floor ever so slightly, and that is increasing the wear. And that could be what we're seeing here with Ash and Iceman's difference in tyre wear currently. Now, let's check on Harley in third. Proctor is still in between the Pink Panthers at the moment, but he's actually pulled away slightly from Smalley, so something must have happened there. Smalley might have got a little bit messy. But Harley again, P3, just, what's that, 4/10 ahead? 6/10, sorry, ahead of Othed River in P4. Looks like he's still pulling away on the straight slightly, and Othed doesn't really have anything for him in terms of top speed at the moment. Oof, but Harley drifts slightly, he loses the rear as he goes through that corner, and that has allowed Othed to close up a little bit. Now they're going through the really fast right-hander at turn 9. Again, not so much an overtake opportunity, but if you are ambitious, you can just, sign, seal and deliver it right down the inside and disrupt the guy, push him wide. As long as you can turn in before he does, then you should be safe there, but I'm not sure if that's possible in these cars. And we've done 10 minutes, so we're 1/6 of the way through. 5-6 to go, 50 minutes to go. Now we're about to see something from Othed, I think. Harley has gone on the defensive. All aboard the Harley train. Hammerbush, you are right. Othed's looking to make a move around the outside. He's going to stay behind for now, though. However, if he can get a better run through turn 3, he might be able to do something into turn 4. Let's see if he can do it. Look at that. Harley's just going a little bit wide there, and what Othed's trying to do is just get out of his dirty air, stick to the inside to make sure he's got enough downforce to floor it as he goes through turn 3. Now, through turn 4. Again, Harley's just looking a little bit loose there. And Othed is almost, well, he is inch perfect. And Harley gets a slappy tank again. What is going on with Harley here? I think he's just getting on the throttle a bit too early. Othed's going to be so desperate to pass Harley here because all of this is punishing him to the car behind as they fly through turn 9 now. Come on, Othed, you can do it. BJ's going to look to make a move as soon as Othed does as well, and that's what's the problem. The problem is here. Look, Othed's going slightly to the right to defend the inside line. You don't want to be defending whilst you're attacking because you're losing double time. Othed's vulnerable. Now, what's the gap? It's 5/10. He's just not close enough. He's just not close enough. He's got a 5/10 of a second penalty for cutting that chicane as well. BJ, however, is... I reckon BJ's going to make a move here. Let's quickly jump down to 5th place and see. Jump to the onboard and see how close he is. He's making a move down the inside. Look at that speed advantage. Going into turn 1 now. He's actually got the overtake done. Is Othed going to be able to fight back? I don't think so. Contact there between these two, and he's giving up the position. Great move by BJ Robber there now. Remember, Proctor was on the charge earlier on, and now Othed might be vulnerable to the car behind. I don't think he's got what it takes to fight back with BJ at the moment. Proctor's gonna use this to his advantage pretty soon, I guarantee it. Oh, they don't want to go too wide there. That was the corner where I said you don't want to do it. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Oh, there's contact between Proctor and BJ as well. Proctor's desperate right now. He knows he's got the speed to overtake BJ. But can he do a double overtake? He needs to clear these two quickly. He's swerving left and right. He's trying to look for a clean part of the track here. BJ's defending on the inside. And he's turning in. Is BJ gone for the move? Oh, he almost went free. He's got him. BJ in 4th place here. But Othed's fought back. He's reclaimed that apex in turn 12. And if you can do that, you do have the right of way on the road, as Prox is losing the rear slightly there. Oh, and look at that. Othed's gone wide, and that's gifted BJ the position. And now Prox is looking to make a move around the outside of Othed. Othed's in. Othed is in the pits. He's had enough with those tyres, and he wants to pit. Let's see what he's coming out of. So that's 8 laps in 50 minutes. So we're looking at around 32 laps here. Okay, so I'm quickly going to jump down to the back to see how they're getting on there. Astro is falling back 7 seconds. It looks like they could actually not refuel their cars, because look, if they've done, they are a quarter of the way through the race, and they've only used up a quarter of a tank of fuel. That's interesting. So they might not have to refuel here. Now the fuel and tyre multipliers will change between each race. So for example, when you go to the Nürburgring, you don't want 3 times tyre wear, because you'd last what? A 1/1,000,000th of a sector before you need to come in and change your tyres. We know how long that track is. So yeah, we are basically changing them each week to make sure they suit the driver's style, and of course keep it fun, so you're not having to pit every single lap for some new rubber, for example. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens when Proctor does pit, to see how close he can come out. There you go, he's in the pits right now, so let's ride with him. That's not bad. Quick stop, and you can see that he's not refueled. And he's come out in 5th place. I mean, okay, 6th now, he's just been overtaken by Othed again. These two are not giving each other a break here. So let's just quickly jump back to 1st place now and check on the gap. That has now increased to 5.4 seconds now. Is that because Ash is pitted? No, he has not. He is 13 seconds ahead of Harley though, so he's doing a pretty decent job. It looks like if Iceman doesn't make a mistake, he's going to get another OFR victory. We know Iceman is one of our best drivers. It would be nice to see him get another victory here in OFR. He's had so many in GTS from last season. I think he's had maybe he's had one this season, I can't quite recall, but yeah, great driver. A lot of gaps starting to form, as you can see. And we've got BJ Robbo in the pits. Let's see where he's coming out. It looks like he's come out ahead of Proctor there. That's fortunate for him, isn't it? Ooh, and everyone is all aboard the Othed train now. Look at this. Please don't go 4 wide. It's not wise. Into turn 4. Ooh. whatsoever, are they? Harley's just peeks out of the dirt. Yeah, he's gone down the inside. Is he going to do a double overtake here? Oh, he's actually pushed. Oh no, he's just understeered so much, and he's actually pushed. Is that BJ? Yeah, it was. He pushed BJ wide slightly there. He needs to be more careful than that. Rod Hammerbush has said Othed with 3 men behind him. He's used to it. You naughty boy. Right, through the final corner they go. I don't think anyone's in an overtaking opportunity right now. Now, if I just quickly jump down to 8th place, is it 8th? Going on here, so it's Grim versus Smalley at the moment. I can confirm that was a miscommunication between Harley and Robbo. Interesting. Let's quickly jump up to see how they're getting on, actually. So Smalley's currently in 8th place. And Smalley's just not allowing him to get away. Doesn't look like Grim got the best of exits out of turn 16 there, actually. Or turn 15, sorry. He shifted to the inside. Is he going to be able to outbrake him? He is, and he's covered the line as well. That was great defending from Smalley there. Now, this is the tricky part, because if as soon as he peeks out into fresh air, if you're on the inside, you're on the dirty part of the track, and the guy in the fresh air is definitely going to be able to move a little bit faster, so that's one thing you need to look out for. Right, quickly, back up to the race lead, and let's just cycle through everyone to see how they're getting on. Ooh, bit of late braking there. What's the gap between Iceman and Ash here? Because I remember last time I checked it was it 8 seconds or something? Now it's 4.9 seconds. That's interesting. And we are approaching halfway race distance too, in just 6 minutes time. there is still a very, very big train here. It's currently led by Proctor, but after that, look how close BJ and Oath Head River is, and Harley. I mean, they're very close on track. Mick's asking if there are bonus points for lap one. Oh wait, for lap one, for one stop. That's interesting. Not at the moment, no. There are no bonus points at the moment. We need to be fair, you see, for those people that don't have GTS and therefore can't race. But I can still give you yeah. Oops, sorry, my mic seems to have cut out there. Sorry about that. I'm back. Let's quickly cycle through again and see how they're getting. Hammerbush, just confirm you can still hear me, because my mic was just flashing at me on my screen and now it's come back again. I think it might have cut something out. That was weird. Right, here we go. Back to the race. Again, gaps are forming a little bit. Looking steady. We're just approaching the halfway distance now as well. What are we on? 33 minutes remaining, so almost halfway there. So for you guys who are watching and didn't know about the raffle, yeah, you can hear it's great. There's actually all of the drivers who finished races last season. So this was OFR F1 Season 3 and GTS Season 2. They were actually all given a ticket each time they finished a race. I think there's around 700 tickets in total that have been distributed to around 60 drivers or something like that. I can't remember the numbers exactly, but everyone that finished the race has at least one ticket. Lika, because he raced in so many different divisions, you know, he was in GTS, he was in F1, he was in Dirt, and so on. He's got around 30 tickets or something like that. Whereas some people only have one because they were just here for one race or something. Anyway, there's about 700 tickets. They're all going to get shuffled, and then Gwen is going to pull one out at random, and that person is going to be winning Amir's MVP prize, because Amir won the MVP prize. We usually give them a PlayStation voucher to congratulate them and to thank them for racing in OFR. But being the kind-hearted man he is, he's donated that back to OFR, so we're going to raffle it off. Now, just for people who are about to call the National Gambling Authority, no one's put any money into this. This isn't an actual lottery or gamble or anything like that. It's just a random gift that we're giving to someone. And it's going to be announced on Friday, so yeah, make sure you stay tuned. There are talks that we're going to have another podcast actually as well, and I'm quickly just going to jump back to this battle because I can just see on track that these guys are close, and they are very close. It's Oathed and Harley. They are side by side, and it looks like Oathed's come out on top again. These guys have been battling for quite some time, and look at this, Prox has dropped down to 6th place now as well. Again, coming up to halfway, 31 minutes, 42 seconds. Rod has said we have a petition in here to change the pit box to the Fixie box. Is that meant to be Fixie or Pixie? Fixie box, because some of these guys have damage. I suppose they need to fix their cars, if that's what you're referring to. Don't know. But look at this, look at this, look at this. Prox is about to make a move. Let's ride on board with him and see if he's got him. Oh, he's getting pushed over to the grass there. Oh, it looks like Harley doesn't want to leave him any space whatsoever. Into turn 1. Is Proctor going to be able to outbrake him? Yes, he is. He's done it, and he's claimed the inside line as he goes through turn 1. Proctor now in 4th place, 4 seconds behind BJ Robbo. Nice move. Very nice move. Now, is anyone else close on track right now? Let's just quickly check the third place. He's got a bit of a gap between them. 19 seconds ahead. Okay, fair enough. Going to jump back down now. These two were close. They're still close, so we'll stick with them once we just cycle through. Oh, as we just catch Othed spinning. He's whacked the rear of his car. Oh, and he almost rejoined very dangerously there. He needs to be careful. Has he still got flashing damage? He does have flashing damage. Let's just quickly see what happened to him. So where is he? He's just coming up to turn 4. He's let the car drift slightly. There you go. Rear left, touches the grass, and just like that, he's spun. That is how easy it is to spin around here. One wheel on the grass, even slightly, and you've lost it. Well, he's currently in, where is he now? Othed River is in 7th place, and he's got Smalley behind him now. I don't know either. It's an OFR Smalley idea. Fair enough. Well, next time Smalley goes into the fixie box, we'll see what's going on. Maybe he just needs a quick fix. Maybe that's what it is. Right. So we're past halfway now, guys. 18 laps done so far, and we've got someone coming out of the pits. It is BJ Robbo. So BJ Robbo's done his second stop now. Once we've reached halfway, so it looks like it's gonna be a 3-stop race here for these guys. Takes a lot of concentration, a lot of skill, a lot of patience to race in these endurance races. I'm really impressed to see how well these guys are doing so far. We've seen a few mistakes, but nothing more than you'd see out of a normal Group 3 or Group 2 race here in OFR. So yeah, these guys really are up to the challenge of an endurance race. Some of them are saying that they want to do 2-hour races. I definitely couldn't do something like that. Don't think I could commentate something like that either. And yeah, Othed was looking for gnomes again. Looking for the garden gnomes in the grass here around Catalonia. Now, BJ's got some fresh rubber. Let's not forget that. Let's see how well his fresh rubber performs against the cars ahead. The gap's 0.5 of a second. Is it coming down? It is slightly. But I reckon these guys in front are probably going to want to pit sometime soon now, because the laps are so long and there's so many laps. The longer you stay out on worn tyres, the more time you're losing. And he's in. So, let's see what Harley's doing in his fixie box. Let's have a look. He's taking his tyres off. He's putting his tyres on. He's got a bit of cosmetic damage on the rear, and he's straight back out. No fixies for him. He is back out. And he's on that fresh rubber now, so he's going to gain some time a little bit now. Now, where's Smalley? Let's have a look. Smalley's just coming out of the pits now. He's currently in 9th place? No, he's just come out ahead of Astro. So he's in 8th place currently, but again, on that fresh rubber. You guys want to play guess the beverage of what I'm drinking now? I'll give you some clues, but you'll have to ask a few questions first. As we watch Smalley drift around that corner. Who was the Drift King? Oh, Grim's the Drift King. How's Grim getting on? We're not seeing a lot of Grim this race in this Subaru. Let's see how he's getting on. He was in the fixie box. He needed a mouthful of his can. Oh, there we go. Maybe he's getting his quick fix then. He's getting his quick fix a lager. Alright, so whilst everyone is starting to spread out... Okay, Rod's asking, is it tea? No, it's not tea, but you can add this to tea to spice it up a little bit. Definitely not Monster. That's disgusting. I don't want to insult you and your Fosters. I know how much you love it, but it's not Fosters. It's a bit more on the put a few more hairs on your chest instead of weight on your belly. There we go. It's the only thing keeping me awake right now, getting me through the winter. Yeah, let's just quickly check on Proctor actually, because I know him and BJ were close, but look at that, the gap's increased actually 4 seconds. We might have another podcast. It's not rum though. Might have another podcast on Friday whilst we go through the raffle to see who's won. We know that Lex wants to join one of the podcasts, so we'll definitely get him there if we are going to do one. It'd be good to have the legendary duo of Mick and Ash there again. Everyone loves when you two are in a chat together. That would be nice. But there's not too much going on in OFR at the moment because we just started the season. You know, everything's starting to settle down. We're still in the teething steps of the restart of the season, so to speak. But it is no Matty Robson. It's definitely not jizz. I am not drinking jizz. Sorry for all the kiddies that are watching. I thought it was after 8 o'clock, but daylight savings have really screwed me over. So sorry about that. Yes, it's definitely not that. And is Astro asking for a restart? What's Astro asking for a restart for? Where is he? He's down in 9th place currently. No restart for you, mate. That's interesting. Yeah, but anyway, back to OFR. So we've got F1's running quite smoothly at the moment, actually. We've got some nice full grids. D1 is looking very, very competitive at the moment. We've got the Hungaro ring coming up this weekend. GTS is looking nice and tidy too, you know. Great fun in Group 2. Spinorama are kind of running away with it in the Group 2 car at the minute. But Gwen's boys, not too far behind. They're definitely keeping Spinorama on their toes because it's been 2 races now where our best and fastest Havoc has actually disrupted that top 3 of Spinorama. So, you know, they're keeping them on their toes. We've got some other, obviously, teams in there that are battling it out as well, which is really nice to see. Group 3 is looking tidy as well. Castle, race win in the Japanese tracks that we've just been through. Really nice again. And the Beginners Cup that's been organised by Ash and OFR Bagpuss. Big shout out to those two for doing such a great job. We're actually going to have 12 drivers there tomorrow, which is... oh yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, and it's so competitive too. I think Smalley's leading at the minute. Mick, we definitely want to see you get a race win there. It'd be really nice if you do. Castle, yes, I knew you'd pop up somewhere if I said your name. I summoned you. Yeah, nice race win from you there. Good to see you back on top again, where you should be. One of our best. And we've not got dirt season this season. We just had 2 low numbers. It didn't get that much attention as it did in season 1. But we've got so much going on though. We've got the Endurance Cup, the Classic Cup, the Beginners Cup, Group 2, Group 3, that's just GTS. Oh, Super Formula 2, let's not forget. Then in F1 we've got D1, we've got D2, we've got D3, we've got D4. So many different races going on in OFR. Another thing that might be of interest to you guys, let me just quickly cycle through to make sure I'm not missing out on any battles. Doesn't look like it, but another bit of info for you. We're actually working on a new intro video and some new homemade music for OFR. Downloaded Final Cut Pro, Motion 5, Logic Pro. It's all coming together slowly but surely, but hopefully I think by the end of November time, just before I start my new job, have everything sorted and some nice visuals, some nice audio, audibles, some nice everything from OFR that's just going to bring the league alive just a little bit more. And we need to get some of the other streamers, you know, some of the guys that host the streams and do the commentary, we need to get them set up with Streamlabs and stuff as well, so we don't have to do some post-editing, we can just do it all live. That would be really nice too. So a lot coming. And oh yeah, also the quiz, the OFR riddle or treasure hunt or scavenger hunt or whatever you want to call it. No one solved it yet, and there is still a £50 or $50 or €50 cash prize for the person who solves it first. I think we've got 14 guys on this final stage. It's a crossword, and no one solved it yet. Now, if no one solves it by tonight, I'm gonna give out a handful of clues, and if no one solves it by Friday, we are going to basically take that prize and put it into the raffle. So the winner is probably going to get $100 or £100 or €100 prize. That's how we do here at OFR. Who needs savings, eh? Right, moving on. Castle's asked, do the tyre and fuel wear constant? What? Oh, do you know the? All right, let me have a look. Just going over to Discord. Let's have a look at the announcement. It looks like it's 1 times fuel and 3 times on tyres. So a full tank of fuel is going to get them to the end of the race. That's nice. But it looks like they're pitting every quarter. So every 15 minutes they've been pitting so far. They've done 2 stops so far. And it looks like Astro's actually refueled a little bit there. But if you look at some of the guys in front, look, you can see, oh, quite a few of them are refueled maybe. Ash hasn't, he's just slightly below. But we're just coming up to the final quarter actually. We've got 4 minutes to go. And Castle's saying that OFR making the hardest crosswords. Yeah, it is pretty difficult, but to be honest though, as we see Ash come into the pits, no one's asked for any help, you know. I am here to offer clues. If you want to ask about some of the clues in the stream now, I can give you some advice. But this is only clue 9 out of 10, but I've decided that there is no 10. So the moment someone does clue 9 and they get it correct, they're going to be winning the prize. But only if they do it before tonight. If they don't do it before the day ends, let's just go with Hawaii time, then it will be filtered in to the raffle. How hard can a crossword be? Well, I mean, it is quite difficult. There were a lot of things in there that were kind of relevant to the time. Like, there was a few nicknames and things that drivers don't have at the moment, but they did have before. Hint, hint. Some of the crossword answers there. So, yeah. It's going to be more difficult the more time passes. But again, I'm here to answer questions. So if you have any questions, I'll try and answer them. Is the answer turnips? No, it's turn-ups. If you guys didn't know as well, we've got a website, onlineformularacing.co.uk, where you can view past races, videos, results, standings, blog posts, podcasts, everything you want to view. You can view it at onlineformularacing.co.uk. And if anyone's looking to join us, whether it's for GTS or Formula 1, or just want to join us for a great time, got some serious bants in Discord. Join us on Discord. Go to our website, there's a link there at the bottom of the main page. There's a little join us Discord icon. Turned down for what? There we go. Castle knows. Yeah, so let me just quickly cycle through the drivers again to see what's going on. Anyone close on track? Oh, we do! Great! BJ and Proctor are bringing this race back alive. So let's ride on board with Proctor and see how close he is as he's come down. Oh, never mind. Never mind. BJ's in the pits. Proctor has pitted quite recently actually. You can see he's not got too much wear on his tyres, so he's I think he will have to pit again. He's done 25 laps so far, and we are coming up to the final quarter of this race. Turnip should be the answer. You're right, turnip should always be the answer, but I just wasn't thinking straight at the time there, Mick. That's all I can offer you. I'll improve next time. Oof, that does put some hairs on your chest. Right, it's still Iceman Kimi. He's led every single lap this race. He qualified in first place as well, and he's still leading by 12 seconds. So that's kind of expected from him. The only person that can really challenge Iceman. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Ash right now, for example. He is just 12 seconds behind, but bearing in mind, over 25 laps, that's only half a second a lap. So Ash is clearly a contender for one of our greatest endurance races at the minute. But I will say, Race to Tay, him and Iceman are quite even in these endurance races. The first endurance race that we had, or the first endurance series that we had last season, they were very close. It was around, I can't remember where it was now, but yeah. Oh, it was the Le Mans track. They were very close, which is nice. Yeah, currently Iceman is going untested almost. So anyone watching, if they think they can challenge Iceman, join us in 2 weeks' time for the next endurance race. Hammerbush, we could change the answers to turnips. I'll think about it. If I can tell you what, if no one solves the crossword tonight, it will just be turnips. Turnips everywhere. All the answers will be turnips. And it looks like there's someone. Who is that? They're not too close. It's Grim again. Grim's the drift king here in OFR. I've not seen too many drifts from him actually. It would be nice to see one on the last lap maybe. Maybe someone can get this message to him. But guys, we are in the final quarter now. Less than 15 minutes to go. It's going to look like a 35 lap race, I reckon. Castle didn't know the end of the server was endurance. Oh man, sorry about that, Castle. We need like I say. So currently we have a who's who that's actually got no info in it at the moment, so I need to fill that in. I'll add it to the never gonna do list. But we also need a what's what maybe to just let you guys know, because there are a lot of acronyms and abbreviations in the server, so we'll have to give that information to everyone. But I actually participated in one of these bi-weekly events. I did the Super Formula last week in Japan in Suzuka. That was great fun. That was really great fun. I had an amazing battle with Astro throughout that race, and it was just I just really love these GTA special events. They're just fun. All of the drivers are so respectful. There's always groups of drivers next to each other that are just battling lap for lap. It's so fun. Really happy to be racing with some of these guys here. Now we've got Harley in the pits. Let's see what he's going on. I'm going to go with softs. Tyres off, tyres on, wax off, and he's away. And he's banged those softs back on, and he's going to the end. So guys, if you think it's acceptable, the winner of this race, or maybe even the top 3, should we give them more tickets for the raffle? For basically, committing to such a long race here and fighting all the way through. It's a question, and if anyone wants that, maybe you should make a suggestion in the suggestion box. That reminds me, are we accepting suggestions at the moment? Let me have a look-see. We are now, and Harley is away again in his AMG Mercedes. Now it doesn't look like. Oh, we do have a few that are pretty close on track again. Here we go. It's Grim and it's Smalley making some last quarter lunges. Let's see what these guys can do. So, coming down the back straight right now, coming up to the hairpin at turn 10. Ice white wheels for Smalley there, they really do stand out. I've not normally been a fan of people painting their wheels that contrasting colour to the car, but it's not too bad actually. It actually looks fairly nice when you just see them kind of flash when he's turning a corner like now, bang. It's kind of nice contrast there. Who do you guys think's won? Oh, they're both in the pits at the same time. Who do you guys think's won the livery award for this race? Phil saying, "Hi guys, gutted I couldn't make the race tonight. Come on, Prox." Yeah, really sad that you didn't make it, Phil. It would have been nice to see you battling these guys out on track. But hopefully in 2 weeks' time you can make that one. But look, these guys have come out of the pits together right now, both similar pit time, and here we go. This is going to be a last few lap battle. Let's see if Smalley can make a move. He's currently down in 8th place, and he's going to be desperate to get past Grim. We know Grim's one of our Group 2 drivers, I think, and Smalley's our Beginners Cup driver, I think. He's really developing really well here in OFR. You know, compared to some of his early races, we're not seeing the usual losing the rear, getting a bit sloppy with the front end into some tight corners. Smalley's improved a lot, and it's really, really nice to see. Let's hope he can get, well, not hope, I don't want to take anything away from Grim, but let's hope these guys put up a hell of a show for the last stage of this race. It's also nice to see as well that there's a lot more racing etiquette in GTS for our drivers. So last season, you know, we did have a bit of a problem with drivers, you know, kind of being a bit too aggressive, making really silly mistakes, pushing people off the road, that kind of thing. And the stewards, you know, last season just decided, okay, we're going to have harsher penalties. You know, they were giving out moderate penalties for pushing someone off the road immediately. They were giving a lot more, you know, moderate major penalties to drivers who just weren't practicing and not knowing their braking points and so on. And it actually worked. This season in Group 2 and Group 3, far less reports. Oh, someone spun! That's Astro in the distance there. Oof, he's gone off. Just caught that, and he's going to have to spin it round, and he's managed to catch it, and he's pulling away again. Just 10 minutes to go, mate. You can do it. So as I was saying, yeah, this season it's been a lot cleaner. You know, no more silly mistakes that we used to see. Everyone's being a lot more respectful. Absolutely fantastic. Stewards did a great job last season. Drivers did a great job improving over the season, and now this season we've nailed it. Same thing in Formula 1 too. We're not seeing the same level of bad behaviour when driving, I suppose, or same level of silly mistakes that can be avoided. Everyone's a lot, you know, more respectful to each other, a lot more wheel-to-wheel racing, and people. Oh, and he goes off again. Oof, he's not having a great day here. Blue flags as well. He's going to have to give way. He needs to keep a cool head right now. He needs to keep a cool head. Now, I'm just going to quickly jump back up to that battle with Smalley, just to see if he's closer. Oh, he is closer. Look at this. Oh, they're side by side. This is going to be it. There you go. Smalley's just tucked in behind him. Take advantage of the slipstream, and now when they go side by side, they're going to be pretty even in speed. As we've seen throughout this race, these guys, it seems like they've got similar tuning, making their cars very, very equal. Now, Smalley does have the inside line. Are we going to see him complete the move? Yes, we are. He has claimed it, and he has shown that he is not one to give up a position easily into a corner. Good job there, Smalley. P7. Well done. Just 7 minutes to go. Grim is still giving Smalley a run for his money, though. He may have lost a position on the straight due to the slipstream, but he's not going to want to give this away too easily. Yeah, I'm definitely. I kind of noted down when that happened, actually. Castle. I'm going to save that one for the new video that I'm making. And another thing as well, guys, is that for this video, I want to grab some footage of all you guys racing around on track. So maybe sometime next week, I'm going to try and arrange people just to jump in a lobby and do some, 3-lappers around some tracks, just so we can get some nice overtakes, some silly moves, some crashes and things like that, just so we can make some GTS footage. I've got a fair amount for Formula 1 because I've just captured it all in career mode, basically. I've just faked it. But yeah, it would be nice to get some of the stuff for GTS. If anyone wants to participate in that, let me know. Also, there's been talk for a few seasons now about having a go-kart special event. I really want this to happen. If anyone wants to organise it, be my guest. Just let me know. I've got just a few too many things on my plates right now. Oh, look at these guys trying to break the toe! Look at Smalley swerving left and right. He's trying desperately hard, and he's managed to stay ahead for now. But I don't know if that was a little bit cheeky. You know, are you allowed to kind of swerve left and right to break the toe when a driver is that close behind? I don't know, but he managed to stay ahead, so good for him for now. This battle's getting close. That was a little bit cheeky, wasn't it? 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Nah, OFR Smalley isn't the king of go-karts. Rubs is definitely a go-kart man. He's quick in a go-kart. VR as well, OFR VR31, he is very quick in a go-kart. We might even have to do a kind of go-kart tournament, because I know as soon as we say it, everyone's going to want to do it, and I think there's going to be more than 15 drivers. So we might even do a OFR go-kart knockout tournament like we did in Formula 1 last season. That was really fun, actually. Maybe we could organise something like that again. But there's Iceman, 16 seconds ahead of Ash. And let's not forget though, Ash, I still can't see it, Mick. Why can't I see the Rod and Pollux logo on? Is it on the bonnet? Is it on the bumper? Where is it? Let me know where it is. I'm blind. I honestly can't see it. Kimi on hards. I think if we put him on wets for about 3 laps, that will close the gap, especially with those 2 extra pit stops for him to come in, swap to them, and then swap back. That'll be nice. Now let's just quickly jump back to 7th place of Smalley to see if he's managed to drop off Grim. No, he hasn't. Grim is still behind. 4/10 of a second actually, as they go through turn 3. Oh, it's on the rear. Oh my goodness, I've been looking at the front this entire time. I'm so stupid. There we go. I can see it beautifully now. That's really nice of him. Good gesture. Well done, Ash. And also, oh, is that Astro again in the background? What's going on with Astro today? Yeah, I saw it. That's a really good gesture. Really nice. Not poopy. Come on, Poppy. There we go. Oh, we got apparently I'm drunk, aren't we all? And for what? Oh my goodness. I love it, Castle. I absolutely love it. Who's got the fastest lap? Oh, it's Iceman's currently got the fastest lap as well, a 1:43.5. He can actually make a pit stop, but if he does, if he makes a mistake after that, Ash could take the win. So I think he's trying to be a bit cautious. 2 minutes 43 left, guys. This has been an endurance race. The first one this season, every 2 weeks for OFR GTS Season 3. It's been a great one, and Iceman Kimi, the man of the hour, has led every single lap this race. Fastest lap was performed on lap 28, as you can see on the right-hand side here. He's been fairly consistent, 42s and 43s, other than his pit stops where he's done a 52 and a 53 as well. He's had a pretty decent race so far. It looks like it's going to be 35 laps. So he's coming up to end lap 33 now, and here he goes to start lap 34. Now let's quickly jump back to see how these two are getting on. Oh, Smalley's actually pulled away a little bit, and let's just cycle through the rest of these drivers just to see. Oh, side by side is Proctor and BJ Robbo. These guys are battling again. I'm so glad I caught this. I forgot about this battle. Now, no damage on either of these cars, but it looks like BJ might have worse tyre wear. Look at his tyre wear. It looks terrible. Oh, yeah, Proctor's got newer and fresher tyres. No time to pit now. BJ's going to be defending with his heart on his sleeve here. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, Ooh, Proctor got a little bit scruffy there, and that's going to affect his acceleration and top speed as he goes down the main straight. Proctor's claimed the inside line, but is his tyre... Well, are BJ's tyres going to be able to hold on into the corner? No, they're not, and now Proctor's got the inside, but now BJ's going to have the inside again. Is he going to be able to keep it? Not quite! He's firmly ahead. Proctor is firmly ahead. But here comes BJ again. He's going to have the inside when they go into turn 4. They're out of turn 3 now. Can he do it? He's held on to it, but it's just the grip. He's just lacking the grip. He's behind now. Proctor's claimed P3. But BJ's fighting back. He is fighting back. You can see how much BJ wants this P3. He's fought tooth and nail for this, and he's still breaking later, and there's contact! Oh no! Oh, I think he might have broke a little bit too late there, and he's pushed Proctor wide. Oh. I've reserved judgment for now. We'll have to wait and see what happens at the end, whether or not there's going to be a report, but BJ is ahead right now. And there's just 7 seconds left. So I'm going to ride on board, and Iceman, yep, he is on lap 35. He's going to have to finish this lap here. So I'll stick with Iceman, but I will definitely keep an eye on the gaps here to see if anything comes of it. Amazing Battle Castle, you're right, but yeah, unfortunately they tangled. They tangoed. And they toppled. Astro's backwards again. Looks like he's reversing across the line. BJ's finished, so BJ's now finished in 3rd place. Astro's finally finished. There we go. We've got a few more sliding across the line. Let's see if we can catch anyone else. Where's Smalley? Smalley's just coming around the final chicane now. And he's coming around the final corner at turn 16. Great race for Smalley there. P7 in the end. Good job, great job. And he slides across the line as well. Next up it's going to be Grim, who's sliding. Finally we see some drifting from Grim. Nice to see. And here comes Iceman Kimmy. Like I said, he's led every single lap this race. He's looking nice and tidy in that Aston Martin. He got the fastest lap on lap 34, so he did improve last lap. And he's going to be swerving and celebrating as he takes home another OFR GTS victory. Congratulations, Iceman Kimmy. And in 2nd place, it's Ash. Again, another very, very consistent drive. He's done everything right today, and he hasn't really put a foot wrong. He's done very well, and I'm sure he is going to be extremely happy with P2 there. So there we go, guys. A 1-hour endurance race. We have done it. 9 drivers started, 9 drivers finished. Only 1 of them finished in reverse, and that is Astro, of course. But it is his birthday, so he is allowed to do it. So big happy birthday to Astro. And there goes Iceman Kimmy. Another victory. And that's it, guys. So, yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure to host you all here. It's been a pleasure to commentate. And I'm going to be done for the night because that was rather exhausting. So, guys, thanks very much. OFR and Dr. Robot out.